Hi everyone and welcome back. Today's video is another vlog video. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of liking these like week in the life of a crocheter sort of video where I just film like little snippets of what I do throughout the week. My name is Lori. I'm the face behind Entre Tejidos Crochet and Lori's Crafty Corner. If you're new here, hi and welcome to the crafty chaos. And if you're a returning subscriber or friend, thank you for sticking around. So I'm going to show you some yarn. One of the yarn orders was purely influenced by Annie from Hooks and Healers because she's been talking about this yarn quite a bit. And she even made a fluffy pigeon with the yarn. So yeah. And the other yarn package is an affiliate. But I'll get to that in just a bit. I can't believe I'm an affiliate. It's beyond awesome. So yeah. So the first one is the package that I was influenced by Annie to get. This is so... Look at this. It's so fuzzy. I need to get a crack on it and work on what I plan to make. So this is Feels Like Bliss, and I got 2 skeins of the lavender because I am, if you've been here for a while, you know that I'm in the process of revamping, updating all of my patterns so they match my current format and how I write patterns. I have a lamb/sheep pattern that I've been wanting to remake, and I wanted to make her in this yarn. Buttercup, Peach, Sage. This is such a gorgeous. And I've also been meaning to try, and I love it, is Feels Like Butter. This is the color Charcoal Neutral. So I got 2 of these because the parts that aren't fuzzy for the lamb, I'm gonna use one of these. And since my lamb, lion, bear, tiger, and reindeer patterns are more or less the same body type, what I'm planning on doing is maybe making like a major pattern where I would include different ear shapes, different, if you're planning on making a tiger, do this and that sort of thing, but have it all in like one pattern instead of like, so these yarns, I just got them because I was influenced, yeah, but also because I plan on using them. So let me rephrase that. I plan on using them in the near future because I do plan on using all my yarn, but yeah. That's one thing I've changed about buying yarn. I'm buying them with the sole purpose that I'm going to use them in the near future being in the next 1, 2, maybe 3 months. This next package is from my affiliate company. So Jubilee Yarn reached out to me because they love my content and they wanted me to be part of their affiliate program. To be honest, I have never used their yarn. But looking into it, I was like, wait, they have quite a good selection of yarn. So I said yes. It doesn't hurt, like, you know. And then Jubilee Yarn, if you're not familiar, it's actually part of the bigger umbrella brand of Bamboo MN. They are situated in Minnesota. They do quite a bit of other items such as housewares. They do craft things, so like yarn and other sorts similar. I will include my affiliate link below. It's a no extra cost to you, but it does help me in a small way. So if you're interested in anything, or if you've already tried out the brand and you love it, help a girl out. Okay, I bought this yarn based on what I saw online. And again, going back to the thing that I want to buy yarn that I'm going to use in the near future, I got their chenille yarn, which I am going to use today, or at least tonight, when I work up another Tirana. She will be the last Tirana I make before I release the pattern. But I already did a couple of updates on the pattern, and I want to see, you know, make sure that it's all written accordingly. But what I did see on the website is they have chenille yarn, and it has a little bit of, it has a little bit of sheen to it, like velvet. But it's not velvet, it's chenille. This is their chenille yarn, and the color is mochi. What I liked about this yarn is they have like 40 different shades, different from those that you might see on Premier Yarns or Hobie. I saw this like really nice kind of greenish aqua color. I am getting very technical with my names, but you can only buy yarns in groups of 2 or more. So in order to try it out, and because I wanted to like get my hands on this yarn already, I grabbed 2 skeins of mochi, and they have 100 grams of, which is just like chenille yarn, like the Parfait chunky one. So 100 grams of those. It's considered worsted weight yarn because it's thinner than chenille, like than Parfait chunky. But honestly, I can see myself using like a 4mm crochet hook with no problem with this. So stay tuned, because I do plan on making a turtle very, very soon. Just like Parfait chunky, 164 yards, 150 meters, 3.5 ounces. So 2 of those. They also have the same ones in variegated multicolored yarn. Oh my gosh, it's a bag within a bag within a bag. I feel like this is sort of like a nesting doll sort of thing. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. Look. Look, 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 look. This yarn, like this size of yarn, would be perfect for those of you that like making keychains to sell. I was spot on with the color selection. So I'm aiming on making Tirana with her shell like this and the rest of the body parts this, and I was like spot on with the color selection. So these have the same yardage, the same weight, and the other one that I'm super excited about, because I want to see, again, a bag within a bag, no, this is their Baby Bear fur yarn. It's 100 grams. It's 67 meters. Look at this. It reminded me of a well-loved plushie. Yeah. Like, you know, I do have some plushies from when I was growing up, and they look loved, and it just reminded me of this. This is definitely, it says it's a bulky 5, and I would say so. You could use a 4.5, 5.5, maybe 6, depending on your tension. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see what I'm gonna make with this. Maybe I'll make the my bear pattern with it. I can't wait. I can't wait. So in terms of yarn, that's what I have so far that I've gotten. These 2 orders were like, I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to like get them. What am I going to be doing hopefully this week is to finish up the Tirana pattern, finish up the nearly 70 listings that I have to, well, I don't have to, but I want to post for my Plushie shop drop. Just chill out crocheting. I do have to finish a pattern test for this adorable sea turtle. So yeah, that's the update for now. Bye. Hi. So today's check-in is to mention two very amazing things. The first of them is I've made it. I've made it to the last step of listing plushies, and I do have a shawl and scrunchies. So a shawl, a lot of scrunchies, and plushies. I'm at the last step. The last step is to go top to bottom of all the plushies, all the listings that I've made, and make sure that everything's like pitch perfect. Like everything's, you know, the shipping profile is the correct one, the sizes, everything that I've already input is already ready. And then this is the fun part for me, because once I get done, like I've only done one, I get to cross it off. And I love lists because it makes me feel more organized, and on top of that, it makes me feel like more productive. You know what I mean? When is the shop drop happening? It'll happen on Saturday, July 13th at 9 a.m. AST. If you're following me on Instagram, you'll know that I'm sharing reels and even shorts here of all the plushies that are going to be in my shop drop. But as well, I'm sharing in my stories the event. So if you want to be like notified, like the shop drop is live and all that good stuff, be sure to head on over to my Instagram and like click on my stories. You'll find the event, and then click save or notify me or something like that. This has largely come around because I was debating like the date, like when should I do it? Should I do it later? Like I'm not that ready. But something like hit me, and it was like, just put a date and work up to that. And I did. So I set the date, and I've been working on these listings for the better part of the last 2 days. It's not that it's such a big deal listing items on Etsy. About 65 to 70 listings. I have to go through all the pictures that I have of that plushie, because we take like 20 plus pictures, so I need to check them out. I need to check if I have like some video content for them, and then when I'm writing out the description, making sure that I write it out well enough that it's understood. If it's made with safety eyes, I do have to input that safety eyes are not recommended for children under 3 years old because it poses a choking hazard. If it has felt or whatnot, I need to like make sure everything's put in. But I'm at the last step, which is just like going over them. I purposely left it for this afternoon. So once I'm going out to run some errands. So once I get home back, I'll grab myself a coffee, and then I'll sit down and like listen to some crochet videos. Listen to some crochet videos? Yes. More often than not, when I'm crocheting, I am listening to crochet videos or listening to my audiobooks, because it just helps me focus. If not, I'll be like crocheting or doing something, and then it's like, oh wait, I need to do this other thing. Yeah, that's how I work. So in order to help me focus, I use an audiobook. I listen to crochet videos. Earlier I mentioned that I'm an affiliate for Jubilee Yarn, which is part of Bamboo MN. I'm at a loss for words, because I'm just amazed at this. Like, you saw me opening it, you saw my reaction, how it's felt, how I briefly described it, but I finally worked with it. And I can say that I will be getting more yarn, even though I really don't mind that that they had turned out smaller. I don't mind it at all, because it's just too pretty. And the best way that I can describe their yarn is like a velvet chenille yarn. As I mentioned, it is thinner. Here you can see it. I have a roll of Parfait Chunky right here. It is thinner. I had no problem using a 4mm, 4.5mm for this to make what I'm going to show you. Sometimes, depending on the Parfait Chunky, I use a 4, 4.5, or a 5mm crochet hook. It's not that big of a change for hooks. Here you can see like the comparison that these two have like a velvety sheen to them, where this one does not have. Premier Yarns Retro Velvet, it's not the same sheen. It's like, that's why I say this is like a velvet chenille yarn. It's not the same sheen that this one has. This one has just like a little kiss of sheen to it. I did not find any snags. I did not find any knots in these two skeins that I used. Are we ready? Look. Look, 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 look. I love her. So I used a 4.5mm crochet hook for the turtle, and then I used a 4mm hook so that I could use the Parfait Chunky to make the hat. This is my Tirana pattern, which will be releasing this Friday, July 12th. Yes, I love chaos. I love having like, oh, I'm also releasing a pattern the day before I have a major plushie drop. Yay! I loved it. I loved it. This is Tirana. She's the bigger one of my turtles, but made with a 4.5mm crochet hook and slightly thinner yarn. She turned out so cute, and I love her. And I love like the little hat. I'm fangirling over my own pattern. It happens. Those are the updates for this video. Hopefully it'll be a shorter video than last time. Stay tuned, because hopefully next video will probably have like some feedback on as to how my pattern release went, how my plushie drop went, and a few other things along the way, because it's almost that time of year again where I need to give my plant wall, well, my plant wall plants some TLC. I'm thinking of getting new flower pots, new bigger like planter box, going through them and picking out any weeds, anything, and then like maybe rearrange them. So maybe that'll be also part of the next video. If you liked what you saw today, or if you like what you have been seeing on my shorts, please consider subscribing to my channel. We are usually talking very, very mellowy about crochet, sometimes even scrapbook topics, and all around just having some cozy chats. So if you like that, please consider subscribing, liking this video, commenting. Check down in the description box. I'll have my link tree linked so that if you're interested in following me on Instagram or Facebook or that sort of thing, I'll have the affiliate link to this yarn down below in case you're interested in grabbing some. It does help me out if you use my link to make a purchase. You don't have to. I just get a little incentive, but it's at no extra cost to you. It just helps me buy more yarn. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you back soon. Bye!